on redemption. Sorry, I'm a little late to start. I lost power earlier. So now we should be good to go. Hi, Mr. Perfection. Hope you're good. So today we're going to be making sweet potato. You see right here? We're gonna try to make, no, we're not gonna try to make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make sweet potato sourdough bread or sourdough sweet potato bread, whichever way sounds better, however it flows. Okay. Now, this is a sourdough bake-a-thon. So 7 days, 7 different recipes, all using the sourdough discard. Okay. Now, August, my brain is blank. August, now, this month, we're doing a redemption series. So every single thing, not everything, but at least 7 different recipes that did not work out well for me since I started my sourdough journey, that's what we're doing. And today we are tackling the sweet potato bread. Because baby, let me tell you, when I did this the last time, no. Didn't happen, wasn't working. No, it was not. Okay. So we have a few ingredients here. We have the sweet potato right here. I roasted it. That's what we have. We have all-purpose flour. We have a little bit of milk. We're going to be adding in some discard, some spices, and some sugar. That is what I forgot. So we're going to take our time with this one because honestly, this guy was pure stress. I love baking, but anything that causes me too much stress, I don't want to do it. I'm not trying. Hey, Juliana. So we're going to try our best to make this one work. Because worst case scenario, I just know it will make a good sourdough cinnamon roll. Okay? I'm on a mission of turning everything I possibly can into a cinnamon roll. This is just what I'm trying to do. So we're going to start this off. I'm just making sure I have everything. I forgot the sugar for some strange reason. And now we'll begin. All right. So you guys know this time around we're using Fred Jr. Okay. This is the discard that we're using. He's active. He's a big boy. And this is what we have. This is what we're using, as you can see. And that's going to be pretty much what we're going to use to make this bread. No added yeast, no baking soda, no baking powder, nothing of the sorts. Just the discard. My starter is a couple of months old. And by couple, I mean more than 2. I started it in March. And only now, my discard has like a really, really potent sour smell, which I like. So I'm not mad. How you doing today, Juliana? Girl, we've been missing you. So we're going to start. And fingers crossed, please. Okay. Fingers. Because y'all remember the last time we did this, I love the encouragement that you gave me, but baby, no, it was stressful. Okay, so we're going to add 150 grams of discard. And that's about 3/4 cups. Don't quote me. It's about. So 150 grams. And I'm trying to be precise because I've never had good experiences where I say, oh, I'm just going to put a little extra of the discard. No, ma'am. It don't work. Does not work that way. If I don't have the right amount, everything just falls apart. This is my story, okay? I'm going to be blaming everything but myself. Yeah, no, it's been a while, for real, for real. Okay. Listen, that's 152 grams. Is 2 grams going to make a big difference? Yeah, maybe, but we're gonna, we're gonna, we're gonna let it go. Sorry, let me just get this fan. We're gonna have a hot day today, so I just want a fan blowing so I can be good. Okay, so we have the, hey T, we have the discard in. I'm gonna let him sit out at room temp just a little more because honestly, I want him to get really soft so that I can actually go in and stir the bottom, bring it up to the top because baby, okay, all that good sour flavor is sitting at the bottom. It's not at the top. It's definitely at the bottom. Ask me how I know. Okay, so we're gonna add sweet potato, and this is looking much better than the last time. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this nice red. Well, it's not red. Oh my gosh, orange. It's not red. It's orange, tan, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So for this one, I'm adding 200 grams. Let me just write this down because my original recipe called for 250 grams, but I only have 200 grams. If you don't believe me, I'm going to just show you. Okay. This is my recipe here. Don't ask me nothing. Sweet potato. Okay. So we're going to add that in. I roasted it last night. I did not mash it beforehand. I did not squeeze out any water, anything of the sort. I did nothing. I'm doing this as is. So there's liquid in here, I'm pretty sure. We're going to add in some sugar. And I'm using the light brown sugar. And that is about 50 grams. So about a quarter cup. And I say about because, depending on where you get your measurements from, or if you actually physically do the conversion, it might be different. So it's about a quarter cup. And then we're gonna add our melted butter. Now, if you don't have melted butter, you can use a neutral oil, or honestly, try coconut oil. I would, but I'm using melted butter, right? Okay, so we're gonna add it in. This is what it's looking like. We're just gonna add that in here. Listen, I've been hoping and praying all day, all morning. Okay, so this is what we have. We have the discard, we have sugar, we have the sweet potato. I mean, if you want to mash your sweet potato prior to, go right ahead. Don't be like me. I just wing stuff most of the time, but I feel like it should be a better thing because I'm trying to show you. But you get to see it. If I don't mash it, it'll still be fine. We still have, the color we're going for. But yeah, if you want to mash it up, especially if it's firm, like a firm sweet potato, mash it before you put it in with your discard. Or else you'll just have little bits of chunks of sweet potato throughout your bread. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But again, this is my second attempt at this sourdough sweet potato bread, okay? I'm going to treat this like the banana bread and go real slow and just make sure I get every single ingredient, right? But I'm not so worried about this and the lumps because once I add the flour in, it will break apart. Most of them. Because, I mean, once you're kneading and all that stuff, it will break apart. So we're just going to mix that. Ooh, can you see? I just want to make sure y'all able to see. Just mix it in. So this is what it's looking like. Nothing fancy. I really hope this works. But I have milk here, and I'm not going to add the milk yet, only because the last time I did this, it's a completely different recipe, but there's a lot of liquid in the sweet potato, and in order for me to judge how much additional liquid I need to add, I need to see how the dough behaves with the sugar. With the flour, come on. Too much. This is way too much. Why am I saying sugar? So I'm just gonna get my mixer here. And if you see me walk away, it's because I don't have a lot of counter space, guys. So that's why. Okay. Whew, I need to start working out. Jeez. All right. So we're gonna get the mixer going. And we're gonna see how well this comes together. Now, sorry, I had to get my dough hook. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It sure is. Okay. This is it. Okay. This is where we're starting from. So for the flour, originally, I wanted to add 250 grams of flour. So I'm going to start off with 250 grams of flour. But based on the dough I made this morning, it may require a little more. And because I love you guys, I actually measured. I weighed how much more it would be. Just, you know. Okay, so that's 250 grams here. We're going to add this to the mixer and we're going to mix it in just to see how the dough is. The aim for the dough, I'm aiming for tacky, not sticky. Anything sticky, I already know it's just not going to work. Not for me. If it's tacky, where it's like, you know, it's pliable, it'll work. So is that 250 grams? Yes, that's 250 grams of flour. Is that 250? That does not look like 250 grams. Let me tell you. Okay, we're going to put in the dough hook. Honestly, it's soft enough you can mix by hand, but you already know how this goes. I don't be mixing by hand. Okay. I just want to make sure you guys can see properly. Okay, so we're going to mix that in. I'm just going to weigh this because something looks off. Am I crazy? Something is off. Why is this happening to me? Okay. Oh, we gonna wing it today. Something's wrong. Something's not right. See, we're not starting off good, okay? Because I pre-weighed these things beforehand. Something's not right. Because that does not look like 250 grams. And this is way more than I have written down here. Something's not right. I was sleeping, child. It's okay. We're going to make it work. Oh, I'm sorry. I started just a little bit later. Just a little later. I lost power this morning, and then I made the dough previously so I could show you guys. And that kind of took a little while. So I'm like, okay, let me start later. And now we're here. Okay, that's 60 grams. How much is this? Something's definitely not right. Okay. We're going to make it work. Don't worry. I'm going to make it work. So this is the dough without any liquids. And this isn't even all the water. Not the water, the flour I should be using. I don't know. Something's wrong. Why me? Oh gosh. Why me? Every time I come up here with a plan, you know what? I realize the ones where we have no plan and I just do whatever I do, it's the perfect ones. Those are the ones that we have no issues with. All the ones that I'm out here planning, talking about, oh, I'm gonna make this and I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so as you can see, this is sticky and very soft. We want tacky, and there's also no liquid in there as yet. So that's interesting. I tell you, every sweet potato is different because of the liquid content. So I think this is one of those recipes that you gotta play with it, touch and go. I can't give you a precise. I'm not gonna be like those those other people that say, "Yeah, use this, it will work." No, it might not. Reason being, the water content in the sweet potato, because we didn't add any liquid to this as yet, and it's already a soft dough, right? I'm gonna add more flour and hope that my calculations were actually correct with the flour, because something's not looking, it's not looking right. So it's okay. I know what I'm looking for in terms of dough. So we'll have an idea of what we should be looking for. Let me get a plate. How's everyone's weekend? It's a holiday here today. Not that that matters to me, but how was y'all weekend? Okay, so we're gonna add in 60. We're gonna add in 60 more grams of flour. We're gonna mix it in. And I added the sugar in this because honestly, this is gonna be a good dessert bread. Like, who doesn't want a good dessert bread? I forgot to add the spices. You know, I'm never coming on here with a plan. I'm just gonna come here and just be like, yo, we're making this today, okay? Get with the program. Gonna add some cinnamon. This is how I know. This is just this is too much. Every time. And then we're gonna add some nutmeg. You know why? Because I'm over here sitting down. I'm not sitting down, I'm standing up actually. And I'm like, I don't smell the spices. Because you know when you use cinnamon in anything, you smell them. Or even nutmeg. So I'm just doing some cinnamon and some nutmeg. You can use whatever spice you want. Add some ginger into it. Think of this like pumpkin pie. Flavor it how you want. Honestly, and I'm telling you this before it even comes out. You can even add some molasses up in here. Seriously. Okay. That is about 50 grams. So let's start with 20 grams of liquid. Yup. Gonna be bomb. And you know how I feel about cinnamon rolls. Gonna be a good cinnamon roll. Okay, so don't be rude. All right. That was 20 grams of liquid. Let me just add that. Probably didn't need it, but I wanted it. We're gonna add another 60 grams. Yeah, something's not right here. This is wrong. How much is this? 50. Maybe I didn't put in 250. I don't know, child. However, we're gonna make it work. Okay? This is 50 grams. So I swear I did 250, but that's not looking like it was 250. And I did 60. Because in total, in my first dough, which is what I'm gonna show you, I actually did about 330 grams of flour. But we'll see. Let me mix this and make it come together, and we'll see. And for the first one that we did, I did turn it into a sweet potato roll, like a cinnamon roll. It needs work, but it's good. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, girl, you know what you're doing. As you can see, you still see the, I was going to say chocolate. Why am I calling all these things chocolate, sugar? Like, seriously. Okay, so the dough is tacky, right? And it has the sweet potato color that I love, not red. Orange. So I'm just going to scrape sides, bottom. We have spices in here. We have butter in here. We also have sugar in here. Honestly, this dough is feeling a lot better than the first one. Yikes. So I'm going to mix that in a bit. But as I was saying, like, it's one of those recipes that as you make it, you kind of doctor it. Because you just don't know the liquid content of your potatoes. I mean, I guess if you drain, like you mash the potatoes and just squeeze out all the liquid, but that's no fun because then there goes the potato flavor. I like flavor, some flavor. Okay, so we're gonna mix this in. I wanted to pull away from the bottom and the sides before I do anything. And I'm gonna get my bowl so that we can rest it. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like it's coming together. Honestly, I won't lie. This actually was better than the first one. What? Okay. As I mix this, it's going to be smoother. I'm hoping. But ideally, it doesn't stick. Right? It's just tacky. That's your test. That's the tacky test. I mean, this side's sticking, but like these doughs always call me a liar. But I'm gonna mix it in some more. But you just want it to be tacky, not sticky. If it's sticky, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be hard rolling, doing all that extra stuff. This is very interesting. You know, I prefer this dough better. This is interesting. Okay. We're gonna oil the bowl. Just lightly oil it. If you have butter, you can use butter. You just want it so that it doesn't stick to it. So we're gonna do that while the dough is mixing. And it should be good. And you know, I'm saying it should be good because I'm hoping that it's good. But we're off to a better start than we did the last time because it's not falling apart. Like the dough feels like it'll actually hold shape, which is what I'm looking for. I want something to hold shape. Look at this beautiful, oh my goodness. This is it right here. This is definitely, you got some potato chunk if you want. If you don't want the potato chunk, mash it before. I'm just looking for my window pane. Y'all know I'm the queen of window pane. I feel like it needs a little more time. When it has a nice window pane for me, I find that I get a better structure, especially with the discard. With the actual sourdough, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. How was SummerSlam, T? I didn't watch it. I fell asleep. I keep falling asleep. How was the end of it? Okay. So we're gonna mix this just a little more. And then we're gonna move it to the bowl. Okay, I'm good with that. We're gonna just move some stuff out of here so that I have space. And then we're gonna examine the dough because the dough looks beautiful. It really does. It looks color-wise better than the first one we made last month. That's number one. Number two, structure-wise, it's holding. It's not like, it's not sticky. The other one was just way too soft. This one's so much better, has beautiful color, and it smells amazing. Now, the only thing that I'm going to say, and I'm going to pull this just to show you. Do you see this? When you roast a sweet potato, there's a skin, right? It's a skin. It's between the flesh and the actual skin of the sweet potato. Yeah, you might just want to either leave it out or really mash your sweet potato together before you put it in, because then you're going to find skin-like, but it's not the actual skin because you already took the skin off, right? See, we're learning together. So just so you see that. So if you're going to roast it, when you peel the skin and you see this little layer right here, take it with the skin. Get rid of it. Because this ain't cute at all. Most of it broke up, as well as the flesh, because remember, I kind of just put flesh in, boom. It's all there. Didn't mash it before. Okay, so I'm going to ball this up. And then I'm going to add it to the bowl and we're going to rest it. But as you can see, honestly, this is so much better. Nice and tacky. Nice and smooth. This is so much better than the first go around. And the color is amazing. As I said yesterday, I find like the sweet potatoes, they're lacking color. I don't understand. I feel like the last two crops from the supermarket, they've been lacking serious color. It's like, yo, what kind of sweet potato is this? If I wanted the white flesh sweet potato, that is what I would purchase. So I'm just adding this last bit here. But this is it. Honestly, I'm happy about that. I'm so happy about that. So once you mix it up, honestly, I am going to fine tune it just so that I can give you a working recipe. But like I said, as you go, you're going to have to doctor it depending on the liquid content of your potato. Because some sweet potatoes are super watery and some are dry. Okay, so we mixed it up. I think we mixed it for about 10 minutes. Depends on your mixer. If you're mixing it by hand, it's probably going to take a little longer. Just have a nice smooth ball here, nothing fancy. And you're going to put this in a warm place for about 3 to 4 hours. And my warm place is usually my oven with my light on. Now, this is where I'm a little iffy, okay? This is the dough I made this morning. This is what it looks like. This is what the bottom looks like, right? It doubled. It expanded. This one too was also tacky, not sticky. But I feel like it's going to be sticky. Oh no, it's still tacky. Yes. I don't think y'all understand. Okay. So it's tacky. Whew. This is, okay. I need a moment. This one, this here, I'm trying to let it cool down. It's a little warm. So like the internal temperature is a bit warm. But so far, so good. Okay. So if you want to see the difference, this is what it would look like before you rest it. Just a nice little cute ball. And this is what you have after resting. It's not going to be bubbly like your regular bread or sourdough loaf, but it will expand a bit. You'll see it. Okay. I'm so excited. Ooh, baby. Okay, we had this issue the last time too, right? Okay, see? We had that issue the last time. I think it's because it's warm. So if you're putting it in the oven and your oven is like really hot, the oven light really works. Yeah. Maybe we don't do nothing. We don't leave the light on. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys right now, because right now I'm worried. I'm a little worried. Because to me, it's too soft to be a free fall. So it might have to actually go in the loaf pan, right? Did we not have this issue the last time? But it's eerie, which is good. Okay, I'm just letting it cool down. How are you guys doing today? Is your day going better than mine? I'm just trying to cool it down because I don't want to add a significant amount of flour. I really don't. Because this dough has 250 grams plus 60 grams of flour, all-purpose flour. I see it. It's nice and it's light, but it is warm. And I found that the first batch that I made last month, I put it in the fridge. It was in the fridge for like days. And then I rolled it out. So easy to roll because it was in the fridge. Maybe I have to put this in the fridge. I don't know. I don't want to. I just don't want the same issues like last time. Because I feel like this, though, the one that we made here live, perfection. It's the one where it's like, what's happening? What's going on? This one, I followed the recipe and then tweaked just a little. But again, I'm just trying to cool this down. The internal temperature is a bit warm for the dough. Because once I put it on the work surface, I am going to try to shape it. Ah, you have a little air pocket here, so it's working. See a little air pocket right here? It's definitely working, but it's sticky. It is sticky, but it smells nice. Smells of sweet potato. Definitely the spices that I have in there, which is cinnamon and nutmeg. But the color, I love the color. So for this guy, honestly, we're gonna turn it into a loaf and hope for the best. Oh, it's always something. Where's my pen? I'm just gonna line my brain. I'm going to line my pan with parchment because that's how I bake everything. I don't let anything just sit in the pan anymore. So I'm going to do that. And what I will say is once the other dough has rested, I am going to turn that into a cinnamon roll because I believe in it. I believe that it can be an amazing cinnamon roll just because of the dough quality. The second one. This one, I have questions. I do have questions. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in here. Press while that rests. Listen, every time I come here, it's like, wait, what are we doing today? Can y'all see the polls? That's what I need to know. Are you able to see the poll that I have up right now? Because I can't see it, so I don't know if anyone's answering, and I'm not even sure if you guys are able to see it. If you're on mobile, can you see the polls? And if you're not watching on mobile, tell me where you're watching from and if you can see the polls. Okay. Perfect. I'm just gonna let it sit. I think this is, yeah, okay. It's cooling down now because it was really warm in the oven. That light, I don't know, my oven is going completely off right now. I don't know why. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit and we're gonna roll out this dough, shape it. I mean, yeah. Fingers crossed. It's too, I want to say it's too soft to be a roll, but I'm thinking I'm thinking back to the dinner rolls that we've made. The dough wasn't exactly hard, but it wasn't soft either, right? So we'll see. We will see. Okay. Okay. It's moving nicely. It is. It's moving better than the last one. That's for sure. However, you want to tuck in and don't be rude? Okay, it's holding shape. But I know if I bake this like this, it's going to go this way. It is not going to go up because it needs time. What are you doing? I was just complimenting you. Seriously. What are you doing? I was just complimenting you, my boy. Okay. Do I want all this flour on here? No. But I'm gonna make my loaf work. Honestly, this is way better than, like, way better than the first one. We're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope for the best. I'm looking at the polls. Okay, people are answering. I just can't see it. You know, if y'all are talking, I can't see the chat. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Say hello. Don't be shy. You know, sometimes I don't mind talking to myself because I do it all the time. But then because I do it all the time, it's like, oh my gosh, I talk to myself all the time. I want to talk to someone. Okay. Okay. You know what? This is looking way better than the first one. Way better. So this is our dough. Just going to rinse this. And we're going to have to let this sit for at least an hour. Yikes. We're going to have to let it sit for about an hour so that it can, like, rest, hopefully double in size. And I say hopefully because it feels like this guy's going to take its precious time to double up in size. Is that something that I want to wait for right now? No. Listen, once it comes together, I want it done now. But we're going to do it. Okay, so if you're just joining, this is our Sourdough Bake-a-thon Redemption series. Okay, I tried to make this on live a couple weeks ago. It didn't work. Bread wasn't even yellow. Orange. So this is it. This is our dough. And we're gonna cover it like so. And the reason why I do this, not because I feel like it's gonna come all the way up, because it's not. It's because whatever heat is gonna go through, at least there's a little steam action happening and there's warmth in there that is gonna promote the dough to rise better, right? If this was like a regular dough with like something like, if this was a regular dough with yeast, the dough will rise, and because I want it to be a high bread, it will rise in this container as well, right? So instead of like buying a Pullman loaf pan, if you can't buy it yet, you can just use 2 loaf pans, and you won't get it like a Pullman loaf, but it'll be similar, right? So I'm gonna put this in the oven right up under the fan, right? The light, oh my goodness, not the fan, the light. And we're gonna let it rest. I try to let it rest for an hour. Now, an hour is a very long time. So I'm sitting here like, what am I gonna do for an hour with you guys? You guys aren't talking to me. But I also know it's in the middle of the day, you know? But I'm gonna make it work. So I'm gonna tidy up here just a little while we have a brief intermission. I need to stop. I need to really stop. Seriously. Okay. So, got rid of the excess flour. You know, maybe what I should try is making like 3 different batches. So one to show you, hey, this is what the dough would look like. And then another to show you, hey, the dough is ready to go in the oven. Because who has an hour? Okay. That is cleared. I'm going to put away these bowls here. I mean, I could wash these bowls. They're not anything bad. You know what? I'll wash these bowls up. I'm going to wash them. I'm gonna refresh my starter. I have my discard hanging out because I want it to be really, really I was gonna say warm, but not warm. I want it to be at room temperature so that I can mix it in completely, because it's been in the fridge since we did the last bake-a-thon in July. I haven't baked anything. And they just been sitting there. They just been sitting there. You know, like, Ma, what you doing? Nothing. I mean, I refresh my starter all the time, but I haven't actually given it a good mix in a while. So we're gonna do that. And I need to take a look at Fred because it looks like he's a bit sluggish, and I think it's because I'm not doing daily feeding, but I'm also not using him daily. I think maybe one of our bake-a-thons maybe will be baking up sourdough bread, like the actual sourdough, and not using the discard, using an actual active starter. And I keep saying actual because my discard is active. So I don't know. I was like, why do people call it a discard? It's still a starter. Just the ones that are not in the main pile, I guess. I don't know. But either way, we're gonna figure it out. But he's been very sluggish, not cute. I cleaned out the container the other day and he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Took way too long to rise. I mean, the place is warm. That's like good temperature. But he's just out here doing whatever. So we're going to do that. Okay, so if you're joining, we have an hour to go. Maybe 2. I wish we could put on, like, I wish there was a part where I pause the video and then I show you guys another video. Like, I pause the live and then insert video and you just watch this until I'm ready. Yeah, that needs to happen. That needs to happen because what? Then I would never have to break the stream. You know? It's like, sure, I'm still live, but watch this until I come back. That's all our commercial break. It's all good. Okay, so we're gonna just do this, finish up, and then I'm gonna get Fred and show you guys what's happening with Fred. Oh, and since we're just randomly talking, I am gonna make myself some chickpeas tofu. Someone commented yesterday asking me if they could use they could use chickpeas to make the tofu. And I was like, I don't know, because I never tried it, but I don't see why not. And now I'm going to make it. After this live, I'm going to make it. Going to make it, record it, and hope for the best. Because I love me some lentil tofu. So if the chickpea tofu works, even better. Because I like chickpeas. Not a lot of people like chickpeas, but it is what it is. But also, too, not a lot of people like lentils. I don't know why. All right. Just going to wash, finish. Give me a second, and then we get back to sourdough business. Just give me a moment. But I do hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It is nice and sunny here in Toronto, Canada. It's a holiday. This morning I saw a family. They were going to the beach, but I'm thinking, when I say the beach, they were probably going to the lake. And I was like, oh, I got to do a live. And I'm pretty sure all the lakes are going to be packed today. Too many people. I can't do that. I mean, and I'm not going to the lake to go into the water. We already had this discussion. Not doing it. I haven't become that full adult yet. Can't do it yet. in that. I'm not ready to touch murky water, which is fine, but I'm not ready to touch it. Okay. Oh my gosh. You ever just wash dishes and you're like, oh, I'm done? No, I have more. Okay, we have this one. We don't need this one. Flour can stay because that's going to be back. Listen, might as well just tidy up now because honestly, come on. This has been out long enough, so we're going to get rid of that. And we're good. Okay. We're good. All right. And I'm trying to keep talking while I wash the dishes, but typically, honestly, when I wash dishes, that's my moment to think. I'm sitting here like, what do I have to do when I'm finished? All the different things that needs to get done, all the videos. That's what's going on in my mind right now. And I mean, I hope the bread turns out, but I'm not worried, child. We're going to get what we're going to get. It's either going to be nice and airy or it's going to be dense. And then we'll have to try it again at some point. Because I'm not going to give up on that bread. Because I do have a sweet potato bread, like dinner rolls on my channel already. But that's just regular dinner rolls. Not with sourdough. I wonder if I can, no. I was going to say, I wonder if I can use that recipe and use the sourdough in place. But no. It probably wouldn't even work. Like at all. Okay, if you're just joining this live now, we have something in the oven. We have our bread in the oven resting with just enough time. We have 50 minutes. We have a long ways to go, but it's fine. This is our 7-day sourdough series. This is where I'm still learning sourdough. And I'm trying to make everything I could possibly make with my discard, whose name is Fred. So if you're wondering, why is she talking about sourdough and washing dishes? Because you missed the good part. But if you like washing dishes, this part's for you too. If you like watching it, it's definitely for you. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. The oven isn't warm enough. I already know. And sometimes I cheat the system. Like I said before, I turn the oven on just a little, just so it gets some warmth in it. Not heat, but warm. Like I feel like there's a difference. I don't want it hot. I just want it to be nice and warm. So there's that. So we're going to be hanging out for a little bit today. And hopefully it works out. But I believe... Are you going to stay? Okay. I am going to tweak it a little. Because I want it to... Like, you know, the longer you leave it, sometimes the better the rise. But the longer you leave it, most of the time, it will be overproofed, which you're just going to get a flatbread. I'm not trying to get a flatbread, but I also don't see it raising up to give any significant height, which is my problem. I know it's going to be good. I would love for it to be a nice sandwich bread. So I told you, turn that into a dessert bread. Boom. French toast. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I'm such a fatty. Oh. Now I'm sitting here talking about French toast. I want to make a cinnamon roll French toast. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Yes. This is what I'm sitting here thinking about. All the different possibilities of this dough. Pretty sure. I just have to tweak it. Because this recipe, I know this recipe is solid. I feel it in my bones. So just tweaking it would just be the best thing ever. And watch me make a video, right? Not do it live, make a video, and it's going to be perfect. I know what it is about these live streams, okay? My discard, my flour, my sugar, my butter, everything. They just do their own thing. Okay, and tidied up. We're all ready to go. So we are going to mix our discard. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna just check this. Okay, yes, this is enough. It's right on the light, and the light is giving off a lot of heat. Like, let me tell you, my oven is like, I feel like my oven is completely malfunctioning. Yesterday it burnt my banana bread. Today the light is like extremely hot. So it's rising, but it's a slow burn. Okay. So we're only dealing with junior and senior. Frederica is in the fridge. She's chilling. And I'm taking a look at the poll. Hi, Dimples. I am not seeing the chat. But hello. Oh my gosh. Are y'all having a conversation and I can't see? My chat disappeared. I cannot. I don't even understand. Guys, my chat disappeared, okay? I felt like I was talking to myself. I apologize. I have my laptop over here. Let me just catch up because my chat really disappeared. It did. The last message that I see, if you can hear me, is T saying, yeah, with a little honey butter. That's it. That's all I see. Oh my goodness. I don't see anything else. Absolutely anything else. This is crazy. Okay. Mr. Perfection is talking. I see that. T asks what holiday. It's an August holiday. I'm missing Juliana's messages. Dimples, hello. I didn't even see your message. I apologize. I don't know what's happening here. I really don't know. I don't know. My chat's disappearing. This is too much. This is absolutely too much for me. But thank you guys for, sticking with me, because I really just don't understand what's going on. I don't. Top chat. Yeah. I'm not even seeing Mr. Perfection's chat. Nothing from Juliana. Just. Okay. Hopefully this works. Hey, Demi. See, I just seen that one. Okay, I'm starting to see these messages now. Okay. All right. So let's get back to business. We're gonna handle this discard. Okay, so just to explain, I have a little, what is this? Paper towel. Oh my gosh, my brain. I got paper towel in this lid because I don't know who makes these, okay? But I put paper towel in it so it absorbs the water when it's in the fridge for too long. It's absorbing the water because I cannot have this leaching into my sourdough. I'm gonna try and find a different container, a better container, because this one, like, it just want to give out, like. And then I have my parchment around. I don't know. Everything's going haywire right now. Okay, so this is what we use today. This is our discard. This is Fred Jr. And I am going to scoop him up, bring him to the top because all the goodness is at the bottom. Okay, all that delicious sourness. And look at all that life. Do you see that? Perfection. Okay? All that life that he has. He's active. He smells delicious. And I'm here for it. So I'm just mixing it in right now before I refresh my starter because I will be adding the discard to this container so that we can keep this going. It's like it's the gift that keeps on giving. It keeps going and going. And the color at the bottom is a little darker than the one at the top. Now, don't get me wrong. I could be just talking out of my behind. You know what I'm saying? But judging by what I'm seeing and what I smell, a lot of the flavor and the juice is at the bottom. That's my thing, okay? That's my experiment. It's at the bottom. But it's a good thing. Mix it up. He's nice and active. And everything I want in a discard. Because what? I honestly didn't know what to expect when I started this journey. I didn't. In the beginning, I was like, oh, girl, you're going to fail. And my friend's like, why are you trying to psych yourself out of everything? But it's like, I thought about all the different things I really had to do in order to maintain this, but it's really not that bad. It's not. It's not that bad at all. At all. And I try to get the sides because it lumps at the side. Like right here. You see me scraping that? It clumps up at the side, honestly. So I'm going to have to try and find a better container. But most of these glass containers, they like to say it's only for dried goods. But it's like, but it's good and big enough for my discard. Why? I need a wide lid. That's what it is. Okay, we have 40 minutes. 20 minutes went by. we good. We getting there. Okay. Now let's look at Fred. So this is the big guy. He's sluggish, man. Like, he's very sluggish. I don't like it. Maybe I have to go back to daily feedings for it because he's super sluggish, not what I'm used to, but I'm still learning. So we're going to start. Now, I typically like I use 250 grams of my starter, but I like using some of this and some of this guy. It's just what I've always done. Maybe he's telling me he doesn't want to mix and mingle anymore. I don't know. But I'm your mama. We're going to figure it out together. But he's active. He sure is active. Just to give you a look at the strands. I know there are people like me out here who like looking at gluten strands. This is all for you, baby. It's all for you. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can put this a little more. So this is about, that's about 150. So I'm going to add 150 from this guy here. Because when I'm ready to, the reason why I do this, and I don't know if anyone else does it, they probably do, but the reason why I do it, because when I'm ready to actually make my sourdough bread, I want a nice sour. I do. And I feel like, because sometimes I don't mix the two, sometimes I just leave it as is. That's just what I do. But I really do think when you get that nice sourdough flavor, it's because this guy, just a discard, he been sitting here chilling. So why not? Why not? Oh my goodness. You know, I'm not cut out for this live stream life. Listen. Okay. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing. But I really think this is just an added flavor. So I think some people actually use their discard and feed it, and it becomes their starter. I really do think that. Because a lot of the flavor is sitting in your discard. Now, don't get me wrong. We're good with this. Your actual starter has flavor, but think about it. This guy's been sitting here for months, just fermenting, just waiting for his turn. And then here you go. Now I'm not going to use you. I'm going to use somebody else. So now we're going to add the rest of this, which is my old starter. Hey, Freddy boy. And we're going to add it in. We need to make a dent this week with this again. Like a huge dent, because it folds up really quickly, and because it's active, I have to pop a lot of bubbles to get space. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I'm not an expert on this. I am still learning, and this is me learning. I'm just noticing things at work, noticing different things, the different smells, the different colors. Like, if it smells spoiled, then maybe it is spoiled. I don't know. But I know the smell of it when it's happy. I know what it smells like when it's hungry and it needs a feeding. And to be honest, sometimes I just let it eat itself for a little bit, and then, you know, I come and say, okay, time for food. But I go through this every time I feed my starter. Every time I refresh. That's the word. Again, my starter does not like a dirty container at all. So it needs to be a little tidy. The sides of the wall. Okay, this one's better. So I just try to clean it down. I'm not doing it to get out as much of it as possible. That's not why. It's because if the walls have stuff on it, it's just not gonna grow properly. He's just gonna be like, maybe. It'll grow, but not like he's doing something. This is just what I've been learning about my starter. No one else's, just mine. He bougie. He a little bit bougie. It's okay. Okay, so we are going to just mix, bring the bottom up, send whatever we just got to the bottom. You know, kind of like first in, first out, but not really. But just mix it in so they all have equal, like the same flavor. Because trust me, I've made some things here, even on live with you guys, where it's like, oh, this is nice and sour. And then some of it is like, oh, okay, maybe you need more time. It's still flavorful, but the potency is different. Okay, we have 30 more minutes. We have 30 more minutes. We can get through this. We can get through this. I'm just going to check. Honestly, I don't know what that's doing. I don't know. But the dough that we did, it's looking good. You can see it's moving. It's doing something. I just don't know what's happening with the bread. Okay. So we are going to clean this up, but you can see all the bubbles. That's like my favorite part, honestly. I love seeing the bubbles. Now, I run the risk because it's already so high. I actually run the risk of this popping the cover because it is active. So I'm going to clean it up and then I'm going to put it in the fridge right away. Get away. You know, I don't like summer and fruit flies. But this has the potential of popping the lid. Do I want it to? No. But it might. So I'm going to put it in the fridge to slow down the fermentation. Because we cannot have that happening at all. All right. Just clean up. And honestly, I go through this every single time. Every time I go through this. But I'm learning if you take care of it, it'll be good to you. Okay, this guy's going in the fridge. I'm gonna put a cover on. So as you can see, this is where the top is. You can see like little bubbles, like right here. And that's okay. That's what we want to see. That's life. And then we are going to cover. And then put in the fridge. Now I also put it, there we go. I put it in a bowl so that if it does decide to pop over, that's it. So there you have it. That is our, wait, what? Yo, where's the, you know when you have a perfect spot for these things? I don't even understand what's happening right now. Okay, give me 1 second. You're down here. There's supposed to be like a big hole just for this guy. And forgive me if you are talking in the chat. I honestly can't see. My chat keeps disappearing. So my apologies. I'm not being rude. I'm just not seeing the chat populate if you're talking. If you're not talking, that's also okay. Okay, so we have that here. Now we're going to add our water. He likes warm water, so we're just going to get that going. And we're going to use about 190 grams of water, roughly. So this is warm water. Again, I don't use anything special, just regular old tap water that I'm using. I'm taking out the excess. There we go. And we're good to go. And now I mix it in. And this is like my favorite part. It's nice and yeasty. It smells amazing. And you know, I think I want to experiment because I want to see what would happen if I added sugar to like my discard and my starter. I'm probably going to pull out a little, like use some experiments from the leftover since it's still a starter. I am going to see if I refresh it with sugar. I'm going to do brown sugar and I'm also going to do white sugar and see what happens. I'm such a nerd like that. But I'm going to see. What happens. Okay, so we're going to mix this in. As you can see, it's looking good. It's smelling so yeasty. It actually smells better than if this was commercial yeast. So we should be good. Okay. Now we're going to add the flour. Again, I only use all-purpose flour. I have not used bread flour. I haven't even tried using bread flour. Maybe I should, but I haven't. But that's okay. So we're going to add 375 grams of flour. And I go through a lot of flour with Fred. Like my 10-pound bag of flour that I bought is almost done just because of the feedings. Because I'm not baking as much because it's summer and summer's hot. I don't bake a lot in the summertime. I said 375, right? Yeah, I did. There we go. So I've been going through a lot of flour. And you know, 10-pound bag of flour isn't a lot when you're like a baker. But when I'm not baking and I'm almost done my 10-pound bag of flour, oh yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Now we're going to mix this. I'm giving you the step-by-step, play-by-play, okay? We're going to mix this in. I typically start with the spoon. And then I end up using my hands, honestly, if I don't get all the flour absorbed into the discard mixture. When I first started, all I was doing was adding the flour to the discard and then the water. It just didn't mix up well for me. So I mixed the water and the discard first, and then I add the flour. It mixes better. I mean, you got the same results, but it mixes better for me. Tomorrow when you come back here, hopefully I can see who's in the lead. I think strawberry muffins might be in the lead for tomorrow. But by tomorrow, Fred should have already done his growth spurt, and we should be good. And I'm also, since I started in, is it March? March was cold. So I had to do some doctoring in my home. Like I had to put him under a tea towel because it was just too cold, and he was just like, nah, I'm not doing this. But it's the summertime, and he's just also taking his precious time. And I just noticed that this is the first time that I've had so much flour left over of my discard. Well, this is not my starter. And I'm not mixing to knead. I just want to scoop up all this goodness at the bottom. So this is usually how my starter starts. This is usually how it starts. It's a stiff dough. That's it. Should I be touching it? Man, listen, I don't know. I've been watching videos where People, like other people's, their starters are like very runny. I've never had a runny starter. I've had a runny discard, but not a starter. My starter is always stiff. It gets liquidy once it's already went through its entire process of producing all the gases, like expelling the gases and growing. But prior to, like starting, it's a stiff dough. It is a stiff dough. So this is it. This is what we have. So I'm going to put him up. He's going to get put off to the side. And we're going to take a look at him tomorrow when we get back. Okay, I'm just going to look at the votes. It looks like strawberry muffins are in the lead with 57 votes. And hot dog buns have 43 votes. That's interesting. Because I don't even know if I have strawberries. But we're going to make it work. Okay. So now that we have that out of the way, we have 22 minutes, child. 22 minutes left. And I'm going to rotate. Listen, this is not doing anything. It's not doing anything. It isn't doing anything. I don't even know. I'm making an executive decision. I'm gonna put plastic wrap over it, and hopefully it does something for 22 minutes. Because as of right now, it's not doing anything for 22. It's been an hour. It's been an hour. My stuff, yeah, my recipe says you rest it for 3 to 4 hours. One way. Can you get away? And then, so bulk ferment for 3 to 4 hours. And then before you shape it and bake and rest it, my brain, and rest it for an hour or two. We're not doing or two. It's not gonna happen. But it might need an or two. Because it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Like it's not even moving at all. Maybe I'll just put the heat on just a little. Just for 22 minutes. It's not moving. Like it didn't even move. It looks relaxed, but it's not moving. I had so much faith in this. I did. I had so much faith in this dough, but it's not moving. I just turned the oven on to get some heat generating. Fingers crossed, okay? Cross your fingers, cross your toes. Cross them all. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to open this for 20 minutes. We're just going to let it sit for 20 minutes because there's no way. Because it feels like it's going to be an 1 to 2 hour thing. That's the... I don't say it's a bad thing about baking sourdough, but it's good and bad. I mean, the live stream can last, but what you gonna watch me do? Eat? Right? We could probably... I was planning on doing like a refresh of my starter and just running a live stream of it just growing. And hopefully the live stream stays on all night. I might do that one day. That would be interesting to see. It's a science experiment, you know? Set up shop. And it will be for people who really enjoy sourdough and you get to see it. Because we don't always get to see it rise. I think a time lapse is the way you actually see it because, you know, you put it down, you rest it, you see all the gases forming, And then when you come back, it's already up. It's like a slow burn. That would be a long stream though. Oh, hey T, girl, I missed you. I missed you, girl. But we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. But I think I could do a stream like that. Like it'll be like a 24-hour stream. Watch my sourdough grow. No sound, nothing. Just the stream. Just the visuals. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get some music in the background for you. What? I don't know. We're waiting. We have about 20 more minutes. 18 to be exact. But it might take a little longer. I don't know. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, but it looks good. It looks good. I'm thinking it needs more time. That's why I like bread and stuff. I really don't want to make them on live because it's like it's a waiting game. Because if we weren't on live, oh, let's go through my face. Yes, girl. What barbecue did you get? Like barbecue chicken, barbecue pork, barbecue fish, barbecue shrimp. And what'd you get? Sometimes food trucks be having the best food, man. It's like, I don't know, something about them. But then it's like, am I really hungry or is this food really good? But I really think some food trucks have really good food. I really do think so. All right. I'm just tidying up. If you are new here, new to me, this is a sourdough series, redemption, things that have failed me in the past. I'm never coming on live again. It's just so much random stuff happening. Anything that has failed me, we are trying to make it new recipe, same recipe, different methods, whichever way we're trying to recreate it. Yesterday we did banana bread, which was good. It's awesome. Today we are doing sweet potato bread with sourdough. It's got pork sourdough. Oh, lobster mac and cheese. Yes. You know, why barbecue spots got the best lobster mac and cheese? They got the best mac and cheese. I don't know. I swear, barbecue spots do. I used to work for a place, like their mac and cheese was good. It really was. And they were a barbecue spot. I love a good mac and cheese. I do. If you can make a good mac and cheese, you're good in my book. Just for the mac and cheese, though. I don't know what you do. What did you say? Oh, I love me some Gouda. And smoked Gouda? Oh, yeah. It makes the best mac and cheese. It really does. You know, I still like mac and cheese with like my cheddar cheese and stuff, but give me some Gouda and brie, baby. The mac and cheese is everything. Every single thing. I love it. But you gotta love lobster though, because usually when people do lobster mac and cheese, you got like 2 pieces of lobster. It's like, yo, is this like just a claw? Or is this the whole lobster? Like, what is this? What am I paying for? That's how I feel sometimes. I feel sometimes I get cheated out of food. I know I said I was going to open this for 20 minutes, but I lied. Oh, yes. I'm here for that. That's good. That is amazing. That's good. Now I want mac and cheese. My friend is in town. I wonder if I can bribe her. I hope she's watching. To make this mac and cheese for me. Listen, she made me some potatoes. Listen, this is how simple it was. Potatoes, broccoli, and something else. Salmon? No, I had salmon. So she made me potato and broccoli. It's like the best food ever. Yo, food always tastes better when you're not cooking it yourself. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm here for that. That's amazing. 'Cause that means this food is really good. Like really, really good. Okay, we have about 13 more minutes. I don't know what this thing is doing. I don't know what it's doing. I hate having to break up the lives, but I might make an executive decision and might break it up. I don't know because it is not moving. But the other issue that I'm having here is that I don't want to overproof it because once you overproof it, it's going to flatline. You bake it, it's not even going to rise. It's just going to splat. It's going to be unlike me. Ooh, ooh, that's some good food. I love me my island people. I sure do. I mean, I love everybody, but we got some flavor happening. But my friends always laughing because I don't be using all these spices. I know y'all see it. I've been using salt and pepper. I do not have a seasoning counter, a seasoning rack. Salt and pepper, and maybe something in between. Maybe something in between. Okay, maybe. But salt and pepper goes a long way. People be hating on salt and pepper, man. I don't think I ever asked you what island is your background, T. I know Juliana is Trinidad. Mr. Perfection is Antiguan. For sure, for sure. Through and through, he's Antiguan. I'm Antiguan. I don't know about the through and through part. Okay, the votes still look the same. My best friend, she's Jamaican. Love it. Ma'am, I can show you my seasoning cabinet. I don't even use them. I mean, I have chili powder, chili flakes, curry powder, and like turmeric. Is it turmeric or turmeric? Hello. Oh, Bahamian? My godmother's from the Bahamas. Love her. Listen, pipe down about spices are life. Sure, they are. But salt and pepper is life too. You can do a lot with salt and pepper, girl. Salt and pepper. Shrimp? What? No, you don't need all this seasoning. This is not KFC, okay? I don't need 11 herbs and spices. No. Let's see. I can't even show you because it's empty. Forget it. I'm not even about to embarrass myself. Listen, okay? I like using fresh garlic. Sometimes I use fresh thyme, fresh rosemary. And that's as far as I go with the fresh. Right? I mean, technically they're an island, but you know. Okay, fine. Okay, listen. Okay. I wasn't always like this. Come closer. Okay. I have spices. I just don't use them all the time. I have, I just haven't replenished. It's too much work. I don't think you understand. Okay. See, I always have curry on hand because I got a craving for curry, right? There's always that. And I like my curry from back home. But if I can't get it, I just use it, right? These are ones here. You know, you're not gonna know. I use salt and pepper. Oh. But I'm also getting into like drying out like the lemon peels and orange peels and stuff like that, and mixing them with my salt and pepper. But to be honest, Juliana, I didn't grow up like the most island people, you know? So I'm trying to get my bearings. I grew up on the islands, but I didn't grow up like an island child. Not an excuse. I'm a full-blown adult now, apparently. So I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to work my way through things. I have my cookbook that I'm looking into, making different dishes. Like, you know, I'm trying. But salt and pepper is king right now, okay? It's like, come close. I went to Puerto Rico last year. And I'm telling you, I was just there for the plantains. I mean, I love Puerto Rico. But the plantains, I don't know, the plantains hit different down there, man. I just love the plantains. I go, plantains, okay? Plantains. Let me look at my cupboard. Okay, so I have cumin. Okay. I have dried rosemaries. I have dried turmeric that I've made myself. I don't think I have anything else. Dried garlic powder. I even have this that I don't use because it's too hot for me. It's hot. I don't use that. It's very hot for me. I have bay leaves. I have parsley. Stuff. What is this? Dried sorrel? Dried something. Is it sorrel? Dried sorrel. Dried it myself. I also like doing infused oils. So infusing it with anything basically. Chili flakes, sorrel, anything dry, anything that I dry, I like infusing it and using it. So I do that. My ear is itching. So I do that. Listen, my food tastes good, okay? I just don't. Sometimes it's just too much. It's too much. Too much. And sometimes all your egg needs a little salt and pepper. You know, here comes someone talking about it needs some Tabasco sauce, some hot pepper sauce. Like, no, salt and pepper. Listen, you know how much hot sauce is in my fridge right now? Years worth of hot sauce in my fridge. Why? Okay, we're moving. I see life. Listen, I see something. We're gonna figure it out. You know, I don't use onion, so that will never be in my house. My house. But you know, I'm trying. I'm really trying to like, you know, change a lot of things. Things that I'm not used to, but I know I want to use. I kind of incorporate it and just, you know, bring it along the journey. All that stuff. But salt and pepper is life. I mean, I have more spices. I have a lot of warm spices. I'm looking at my other spice rack. That's not a spice rack. I have cloves. I have dried cloves. I have whole cloves. I have spices. I do have spices. I just don't use them a lot. Yep. That's how my fridge looks. Just a whole bunch of hot sauce. But I like fresh ginger and like allspice. But my friend will yell at me. She's like, "It's pimento." She's like, "It's not allspice. It's called pimento." Okay, fine. Pimento. Um, yeah, I have a few. I have essence and extracts from Trinidad because they are life. Ooh, they smell so good. I got a few things up in here. I just don't put them all in my food all at once. Juliana. But it happens. Yes, no, I do have the basics, girl. I do. I just be using two. Salt and pepper plus another one. That's really it. Sometimes I'm like, yo, does your food taste the same all the time? No, because then I just put in butter. And then butter takes it over the top. This is the one I have. I'm just showing you one. This is the one I got from Trinidad. This brand. Wait, put it probably here. These guys are really good. Smell amazing. So I have like sorrel, I have coconut, I have almond, white vanilla, dark vanilla mix. The mix one smells amazing. Smells good. So yeah. And I use them sparingly because I make my own, but I have them. I have the big bottle, I have the little bottle. I be having stuff. Okay. My hands are dry. I have a lot that I'm going through. But no worries, no worries. I got you on the spice rack, okay? When 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 we move, y'all can come shopping. Y'all can tell me what spices y'all want. Because then you'll tell me what we're cooking and what spices we're using. Because if you leave it to me, it's gonna be salt and pepper. Okay, we have one more minute on this thing here, right? But the problem is, I'm concerned. I'm actually really concerned. Very concerned. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no. It's fine. And um I'm trying to get like different salts as well. Move away from table salt. Leave that for baking, but get other types of salt for cooking. I like Himalayan salt, but just get other types of salt because they all have their purposes and all that stuff. I like cracked black pepper. One will say that only goes on is it steak? I put that on everything. But I have a few. I have a few things. I have some things. I have some things. Okay. We have less than a minute. And you guys are going to be the deal breaker. You guys are going to be the ones to say, hey, this works. No, this doesn't work because I don't think it's ready. I mean, it moved, but I don't think it's ready. What do you think? It moved. I don't know. It didn't do anything. Yo, this bread. It just, the problem is I don't want it overproofing, but I really feel like it needs more time. What do y'all say? Hello. It did move, and it doesn't give a bounce. Well, it's bouncing back quickly, but it doesn't give a bounce back like it would, like a regular bread dough would. I've noticed that. I don't know. Any suggestions? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna cover it up and let it chill for a little more time. It needs it. Mama knows. Mama knows. You see now, if we weren't on live, I would have left this for maybe like 2 hours, 2 full hours, and it would be fine. But it's okay. We're gonna soldier it out. Oh, 15 minutes, right? The other one needs about 2 hours and 50 minutes. But we'll see. We'll see. I wish I was home right now just for Juve. We're having carnival right now. This is my dance. Every time. Listen, I'm an island girl and I don't do the island dances, okay? That's how I dance. I'm cracking myself up because that's how I do it. When I hear certain songs, I'll be doing my Carlton dance, okay? That's the type of life I'm living over here. All right, so we're going to give this some time and we should be good. Hopefully, it's good. I'm excited though, because the other dough, I know we're going to turn that into a cinnamon roll. No questions asked. It is going to be a cinnamon roll. But this dough? Oh, Father, help me. Save me. We'll see. And also, too, I'm getting my steps in. See? This is good. Yo, every time I look somewhere, there's a spider web. Why? I don't even understand why. There's all these bugs and I need summer to be over so I can start complaining about winter. That's how this works. It's too cold, it's too hot. It is what it is. Okay. Winding down time. I'm restless now. And I'm only getting like this because I'm impatient with this dough. This dough is a problem. Okay, so strawberry still in the lead. We have 57% for the strawberries and then 43% for hot dog buns. Well, the strawberry muffins would be short and easy. And is there anything you guys want to see? Because I really am going through my mind of what we messed up during the lives, and it wasn't a lot. These were the ones that really bothered me. The banana bread, this guy, which is a sweet potato bread, the hot dog buns, and the muffins. So that's only 4. So what else do you guys want to see? Someone requested blueberry pie. Maybe we could do a blueberry pie. But we did a berry cobbler. And for a blueberry pie, that means I have to make a pie crust. I mean, that could work too. So let me know. Let me know if you're rewatching this. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you would like to see made with sourdough discard, because that's pretty much what we're using. No yeast, nothing of the sorts. That is all that we're using to make our products. And I'm super excited. Okay. All right, you're moving. Okay. So the hour and 15 minutes, whichever way it's gonna work. We're gonna make it work. Maybe we do instead of a preheated oven, we put the product in and turn the oven on and it rises. Maybe we do that. Because I want to give it its best chance of actually rising. Because the discard and all that sugar and that the weight of the sweet potato, it needs a little help. It needs a boost, honestly. And that's what I'm learning too. You know, it might need a boost. That's why when you see recipes online like discard and you think it's only discard and they have yeast in it, it's because it might need a little boost. But you can also add baking soda for the boost if your starter is sluggish or too acidic. I learned that. But I have faith in my starter, in my discard. I do. So we're going to see. But I think I'm going to going to show you guys, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven, turn it on, and hope that helps. Like the heat all around will help. Oh, I threw the milk out. I'm going to brush it with some milk. Instead of butter, I'm going to brush it with some milk just to give it some color. Listen, I don't know what's going on with my... It's too much happening. I also bought cream, so we're going to be making butter live. Sorry, I'm just getting my stuff out. We're going to be making butter live. I'm excited for that. Someone requested that. Or mentioned. I don't even know if they requested it. But either way, we're going to do it live. I just have to figure out which week, probably next week, or maybe sometime this week. No, I don't want that. But we're going to be doing that. I love making butter, especially with a mixer. I'm not doing the old school way, the hand churning. Nope. It ain't going to work for me at all. So I'm just prepping this because we have about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to take it out. Oh, geez. Everything is falling apart, and I don't even understand why. I'm going to add a little water just to dilute this. And then we're going to brush it. I really have faith in this dough. I do. I have so much faith in this dough. But we're going to make it work. Thank you guys for spending the afternoon with me. I know we started late, but that's okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I lost power this morning multiple times, and I don't know what was happening. I was sitting down on my computer. Boom, power went out. And then the dough wasn't ready, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just push it back. I don't have anything pressing this afternoon, so we're good. And now we're here. Oh. Okay. I'm going to put this away. And I told y'all I was going to make chickpeas, right? I'm going to make chickpeas tofu. That's what I'm going to do. I have my peas already soaked. Well, they're still soaking. I'm just hoping it turns out. It's pretty much the same process as the lentils, but you use dried. It's the same process. You use dried chickpeas instead of canned chickpeas, because I'm quick to pull a can of chickpeas, okay? Because who's waiting forever for that to be soaked? No. So we're going to do that. That's going to be a good thing. I'm still going to do the same experiment with that. See if I can make hot dogs with it. Well, hot dogs. And then we can go. But we have 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. We have 10 more minutes. And the other one has 2 more hours. I'm just going to show you the different phase. So this dough is looking good. It's getting fatter. This one has more structure. And I feel the dome. The very first one that we took out, which is what we're making right now, does not have a dome. It did not have a dome. I am feeling the dome right here for all the gas that's built up. And that's a good sign that it's resting. The gases are doing what they need to do. And it looks good. And it's pulling away from the side. Like it's not sticking. That's a good sign. Something about this, the second dough was definitely it for me. But, okay, we're good. Honestly, if I'm not even lying, this might need the full 2 hours. Woo. Because it looks like it's rising, but it's rising slowly. It would probably need the full 2 hours. This is the problem. We're not doing bread again on the slides, okay? We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Because where's my seat? I need to have my seat and pull up so we can have a conversation corner. Because I'm standing up. I hope I lose weight by all the standing that I'm doing, okay? How many calories am I burning? Think about it. Standing all the time. Do you know how tired I'm about to be? I'm about to go upstairs and be like... But no, I promised myself this week I'm going to stick to my plan. My plan, honestly, since we're talking about it, I want to produce one video, one live, and one short every day this week. And then after this week, one video, one short for the rest of the month. I could do it. I just have to get through this week. This week is tough. Like anytime I do lives, it's really hard because given how the live went or something like that, I'm just extremely drained. But even if I take a nap, which I probably will, I'm still going to get up and do what I need to do. Okay? But let's check. Honestly, guys, this might take the 2 hours. It really might take the 2 hours. I really feel like it needs the 2 hours. This is my baker's intuition. That it really might honestly need the 2 hours. And while we're here, I'm going to have a snack because I'm hungry. I made this yesterday. This is the banana bread from yesterday that I made. I'm about to snack. It's a little seasoned at the bottom. It's not burnt. It's seasoned. And my friend's in town. I'm going to make one to take to her and her family. And make sure it's not seasoned at the bottom. But it's really good. It's really delicious. And it's actually moist. If you can see it. Really good. I'm going to take my time because I don't want to choke on life. Because what's going to happen? Too much. This is too much. Yeah, it's going to need the 2 hours. This bread is... I think I learned that in school. Like, you can't rush it. It's going to do whatever it wants to do. I mean, I learned it before, but it was emphasized in school. It's going to do what it's going to do. You can't rush it. Just let it rest. Now, if I had a proofing station, no problem. Pop it in and we're done. Maybe I'm going to look into one. And just have it set up somewhere where, I mean, bulk ferment, whatever. But the proofing station, boom, the hour, perfect. Because I don't have the fancy equipment Yeah. It's okay. I'm rotating it because you would think that this just being the light wouldn't be an issue. You would think. But no, it's an issue. This is some really good banana bread, okay? I'm so sorry. I can't offer you any because I would if I could, but I can't. I was going to say, would you like some? But then that would just be rude because you can't get any, you know? My apologies. I'm hungry. And T was over there talking about her lobster mac and cheese. Yeah. Hungry. Okay. We have 4 more minutes to make our break time. I might need 2 hours. For real, for real. But it's okay. Okay, if you're just joining, this is Sourdough Bake-a-thon. We're waiting for the sweet potato bread in the oven. It's resting. It's been an hour and 20 minutes because I put 20 minutes instead of 15. If you are saying anything in the chat, I might not be seeing it just because my chat keeps disappearing. But we're going to make it work. I am going to bake this right now. I know the recipe works. It just needs time. Time I don't have to give. It just needs time. You bulk ferment for 3 to 4 hours. And then once you shape it, you rest it for 1 to 2 hours. So sometimes it might only need 1 hour, and other times it might need the full 2. Or it might need an hour and a half. 2 more minutes. This is really good though. The coconut oil gives it an added flavor boost that is really good. And this is my intermission. That's my lunch break. This is my lunch break, okay? Listen, I need to have a chair set up in this kitchen because no, this is not acceptable. All right. Okay. Did she grow? I don't know. It looks like she did just a little bit, right? The color is getting deeper. But honestly, I'm going to make an executive decision. We are going to, we're just going to bake it because certain places that's why sometimes I don't like baking bread in this pan because it does not a little too long. Maybe if the pan was like yay high, not yay high, but this long, it would have been better. But we're going to bake it. I am going to score the middle because sometimes even when the dough isn't behaving the way I expect it to behave, there's a pressure buildup somewhere and it explodes, right? And I would like the pressure to just come through the middle. Okay, I got you. And we're also, see how soft this is? Bad bread. Bad bread dough. That didn't even make a dent. Where's my razor blade? That did not make a dent. Can you tell I'm over this dough already? But I'm trying to be a professional. I already know what's going to happen. I already know. And I'm not going to tell you until it happens, but I already know how this is going to bake. I'm going to know. I know how it's going to bake. I'm telling you. And usually when people score, and I'm giving you a little tip on scoring. Don't do like me. You see how you're doing, like I'm just doing this? You got to do a nice confident slit. So if I started with the razor blade, it's a nice deep confident slit. That's what you do. Because when it bakes, you're going to see all the questions of, did I do this right? You'll see it. The bread will show you. Like I'm seeing air pockets inside, which is a good thing. I know how this is going to bake up. I already know. But I'm just trying to get it a little wider. Just a little bit. Ow. Oh, come on. Seriously? How? I just cut myself. I don't even understand how. Just give me a second. I'm going to dump that. It's not a big cut. However, it's going to be an annoying cut. It's kind of like a paper cut. Okay, I'm going to brush this with some... Oh, stop it. I'm so over this bread. I'm gonna brush this with some milk. Listen, I wanted to say sugar, I wanted to say butter, and I wanted to say flour. This is milk. We're gonna brush it with some milk. And I'm gonna put it in. This is something new that I'm trying because I never ever do this. I always preheat my oven. Always. I'm not preheating. We are gonna bake from a cold oven. Cold-ish. But it's gonna be baked in an oven that as the temperature rises, I feel like it'll get enough time to rise and to do whatever it needs to do. This is me hoping that added heat will help it. Okay, so we're gonna bake it. Usually bake is about 20 minutes, but this is heavy. 20, 25 minutes. This is what we have. Okay, don't watch nothing. Don't watch that. We're gonna hope. We're gonna put this at 375. We're gonna put it in for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm gonna leave it at 30 minutes. I don't even have a band-aid. Not that I require one, but whenever I'm around food, I don't like that my skin. And someone's burning something. Yikes. You know how paper cuts are? It's not a paper cut, it's from a razor. But you know paper cuts hurt the most. That's how thin it is. But it's okay. Let me just check my battery life. Okay, we got this. This is like one of the longest that we've been together, and it's okay. Sometimes we have quiet times, downtime, which we had a lot of downtime, but that's all right. But as for this dough, and I always want to bring it back to the sourdough, what we're doing. As for this is what we made on live today. You saw me mix it up. You see me doctor the recipe just to get it perfect. This baby, we are going to turn this into a cinnamon roll. Because I just know. I know it's going to be a perfect cinnamon roll. Maybe instead of using this dough for bread, we use it for cinnamon roll. It really could be that. Right? It really could be that. So we're going to test the theory. I'm not going to open the oven. I have a bad habit. I'm going to look through my glass. You know, the added heat, like putting it in, can you see me? Yeah. Putting it in a cold oven and having it rise as the heat gets hotter, as the temperature rises, that might be the key. Might be. Or it might just stay there like a dead flat-lined bread. It might be dense. I already have an idea of how it's going to bake out, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. We've already made the dough. That was the first one I made this morning. This was the one we made live. This one to me is the better dough. Even though I used pretty much the same ingredients. This is just a better dough. I'm telling you, if I give you the same ingredients that I'm using, one product's going to be better. One might be different. They both might be good, but they might be different. That's not better necessarily, just different. But this one's more superior. So we're going to let it wait out its time. This needs about 2 more hours to just bulk ferment. And I'm going to turn that into a cinnamon roll. I'm going to record a short for you guys so that you can see it. I have another short from the previous cinnamon roll recipe. The dough didn't look like this. Do you see how nice and bright this is? The dough did not look like that. So, okay. I smell you. Oh, okay. This, we might be on to something. I'm taking credit for this. I might be on to something. I might be on to something. So an hour rest isn't bad. The 2 hours probably would have just took it to the limit, maybe an hour and a half resting. However, the heat, the cold oven, because it's at 375, right? If I bring it down to 350, no, I keep it at 375, but it's doing a nice slow rise. My only thing is the crumb structure. That's all I'm worried about. I'm not worried about how it looks. I don't care how the bread looks. I'm worried about the crumb structure. If it's not, it might be dense. It might be gummy. It could be a number of things. You just don't know until it's done. You don't know. This one, I have a sneaky suspicion. I know what the crumb structure is gonna look like, but I have faith. Okay, it's gonna work. And I'm trying not to open the oven door because my oven has a hot spot. So at some point I will have to open it just to rotate. But this is not at temperature yet. It's still warming up. And the warming up is helping it to rise. Because I see, I see a little movement, not a lot, just a little. Honestly, it might even be the same height. What do I know? I can't. I'm done. I want to tell you I give up, but I'm so done with this one. Mm-mm. We're gonna have to revisit the bread aspect of the cinnamon roll because I know not the cinnamon roll of the dough because I know this is gonna be a good cinnamon roll. I just know. When you know, you know. And if you bake, you know. You know. Oh, let me check the votes. Let's see if anyone else voted. Okay, it's still the same. We're looking at strawberry muffins tomorrow over hot dog buns. That is fine. I am okay with that. But I do appreciate y'all for hanging out with me because, sometimes, boom, bam, we're done. Everything is good. And other times it's a waiting game. And today, we're definitely waiting. Okay, let me. Okay. It's looking good. This is looking a little better. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking like, one, I didn't do the slit. I didn't score it deep enough. That's another thing. If I can tell you anything, when you're scoring your bread, you got to make sure, and by bread, I mean dough. You got to make sure it's deep enough, or else it's just a superficial cut. And that's a superficial cut. But it's okay. It's exposing, it's giving it a place to relieve the gas that's built up in it, which is good. It's a good thing. So I'm not worried about that. I am worried about the texture though. Because sweet potato is a little heavy. It has sugar, it has milk, and it has butter. That's a rich dough. Think brioche. Not rich like brioche, but it's rich. It's a rich dough. So we're going to see how this does. We're going to see. But it smells like sweet potato. It smells like a sweet potato pie. If you like sweet potato pie, this is going to be a good dessert bread, okay? It's looking like, I don't know if it's going to get any more taller. It looks like it's at its peak for tallness. It's not going to get any taller. It's just, I'm concerned about the crumb because I mixed it in the mixer. I didn't do a lot of hand kneading, so I'm concerned. But I love the smell of it. At least this time around, it smells like a sweet potato something. The first recipe that we did back in July, I don't recall it smelling like this, but I also don't recall adding like cinnamon and nutmeg. So that could actually be a determining factor. But I'm getting sweet potato from this. The color is nice and rich. I'm just peeking. 10 minutes has passed. I'm just trying to time it so that I can rotate. So I don't want it burning. But if I smell the burn, I will go in. Listen, when you see me doing this, because someone might be watching this and be like, oh, she talks a lot. Yeah, I do, right? But that's not the point. I am talking out loud. This is what I do when I'm baking. If I'm by myself, I make my notes and I talk out loud and I'm like, I wonder if this is gonna work. So I talk to myself all the time, not crazy. But I'm really just thinking of fixing it, tweaking the dough because I know this, it was firm, it was nice. It is going to be an amazing cinnamon roll. So I might use a little piece to make rolls to see if they hold up as rolls. Because I know for a fact this dough and the one in the oven, they're different. Guarantee. Ooh, it smells amazing. They're different. They're way different. I'm gonna rotate. Okay, buddy, I see you. What you doing? Oh, I don't think you understand. I'm so excited. Listen, fingers crossed, okay? You do not understand my excitement because this bread's been kicking my butt for a month. Yeah. So the slice, the scoring, it was a superficial cut. Gotta fix that. I gotta get back into my practicing my scoring. You know, I used to be good. Sometimes it used to be too deep, but I used to be good at scoring because I was at school. We had to score in front of the chef before we put the bread in the oven on the peel. So we would have to, boom, put the dough here, doom, 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 and then quick action. That's exactly what it is with the peel. Put it in, whoosh, done, right? Close it, bake. That was stressful because you have to have confident cuts. That was not a confident cut, but it's cute. It's functional. It's doing what it needs to do, right? But you want like know what type of cut you're gonna do. If you're gonna do a line, deep. Not that I don't want to hurt it. Which is why I always have like whenever I see my breads when they're done, they're like, oh, you thought about it before you cut it, right? Don't think about it, just cut it. Just do it. This is smelling so amazing. We have about 17 minutes left. It's not going to rise anymore. However, it is soft to the touch. So it's not giving dense, but it might be gummy. or it just might be perfect. It might be a perfectly curated sweet potato loaf. Not a sandwich bread, just a loaf. And you can make French toast with it because if this crumb structure comes out, okay, I need y'all to know that we're going to be making French toast. That's all I'm saying. I also like to have doughs that can double for something. Is it a practice? Maybe. Because sometimes I want to be able to say, hey, I want to make a foolproof something. I know this dough works for this, but will it work for this? So I like having doughs that can swap out. So if I have to add sugar, a little more butter, it changes a little, but it's still basically the same dough, if you get what I'm saying. Same everything else, just swap out, add some sugar, boom. It's a sweet dough. But this is a rich dough. And what I wanted to say is when we were mixing, I should have said it, there's butter in here, and then I know I said that, but you could swap it out with a neutral oil, which I said. There's also a little bit of milk in here. If you don't have milk or you don't want to use milk, you can use water, right? It will still be rich. Why? It's sweet potato. Sweet potato is rich. It's going to be rich. It is going to be rich. There is no issues with that. Ouch. Okay, I'm rotating because I have a hot spot. So you can swap out your melted butter for a neutral oil, or even try coconut oil, because coconut oil, sweet potato, sugar, butter, cinnamon, and nutmeg, perfection. Okay. If you don't have milk or you don't want to use milk, you could swap it out for water. Your sweet potato, I use 200 grams. And depending on how watery your sweet potato is, you may or may not need the added liquid. So before you add the liquid, you need to mix everything together to ensure that it's combined. The dough is supposed to be tacky, not sticky. There's a difference. Sticky is if you put your hand in it and it comes up, the whole thing's covered in dough. Tacky is if you touch it and it looks like oil. Or you have a little bit of dough, not a lot. I want to brush it one more round of oil, not oil, my brain. Listen, one day it'll work. I feel like it's scattered. I'm going to brush it one more time with my, I was going to say butter, milk. Okay, this is the milk we're using. It's canned milk and a little bit of water just to dilute it. It smells amazing. You can see my hot spots. You can also see, ooh, baby. Listen, should have had faith. But this is what happens when you doubt yourself. I'm just still iffy on the texture. I need to learn to trust my skills and my instincts. And what the hell? I'm working on that. I am. But I still second guess myself with certain things. I really do. And it's something that I'm working on. I really am. But I'm still concerned about the texture. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. One, you're not going to see it cut. The dog's out. My apologies. You're not going to see it cut today because I'm going to be the good girl and the professional. Can I talk? And let it cool. And then show you what it looks like. So like yesterday, once it's cooled, I'll cut it. I will show you the picture on my community tab. And I'll update the thumbnail for this live stream. I'm still concerned about the crumb structure. I really am. I need y'all to understand. That's my only concern right now is the crumb structure. Nothing else. Just the crumb structure. Why? Because although it is nice and soft, okay, is it going to look like a nice, tight crumb, think brioche, or is it going to look like my banana pudding? However, I doubt it's going to be banana pudding because that would have been really dense and really heavy. This isn't heavy. This is very light. The pan is light. I can press it and it's down. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Ow. I keep burning myself. Yeah. Still the crumb structure. Still the crumb structure. Just still a little. It is soft. Okay. The bread is soft. That's a good sign. However, I want to ensure that it's baked all the way through. Now, The only way that we'll know, it's been 20 minutes. Usually these breads takes about 20, 25 minutes, sometimes 30, sometimes 40. But because we are baking from a cold oven, it honestly might take a little longer. I kind of bruised the side of it just now. Bad girl. With my excitement, but it lets me know that it would be a good bread. Yeah. It's reminding me, I'm basting it again. And you'll see my little mishap. It's reminding me of when I made Antiguan bun. I love a bread, right? Let me tell y'all something, okay? I'm a bread girl. And if the bread don't spring back when I crumple it up in my hands, what bread? This is what I'm saying, okay? It gotta spring back. This, we might not get a spring back, right? We might get it to crumple, but it might not spring back. It might be like squish. And then you're looking at it like, yo, where's the bread? Because it's a rich dough, right? But I'm excited. That's my happy dance for the day. This needs 2 hours to be exact. That's going to be a cinnamon roll. This is, if you're just joining, this is sweet potato. This is made with 1 sweet potato, flour, discard, sourdough discard, and brown sugar, a little bit of spices, and a lot of love. I think there's salt in there too. Did I put salt in the recipe? Oh my goodness. I didn't put salt. I didn't put salt in this one. I didn't put any salt. Come on, guys. I didn't put any salt. You know how I know I didn't put any salt? Because I have a new salt. Remember I told y'all yesterday my salt was done? I didn't put any salt in this. Oh, jeez. When you add salt, you add 1 teaspoon of salt, okay? There you have it. I completely forgot the salt. Maybe that's the difference maker. Who knows? But we don't have any salt in that one. The first one, yes. Okay. That has 7 minutes. Let me just get my wire rack so we could finish strong. Listen, this wasn't stressful like the very first time I did it. However, there's a few things that I could learn and improve on, which is why I love doing these lives. Because even though, you know, you see me go through my process, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's like, oh, this scroll's like, but I go through my process and I learn. I make notes as I go. I figure things out. It works, right? If I was doing this for a video, it'd probably take me all day because I'd be like, oh, what do I need to do? Okay, let me just look at the votes. All right, so it looks like strawberry muffins are in the lead. We have 62 votes, 62% for strawberry muffins and 38% for hot dog buns. Okay, strawberry muffins it is. Hopefully that's even better. But redemption, you know? Redemption. Flipping my hair. I'm gonna tell you right now. If y'all ever let my hair get longer, I'm gonna just be like, what? I can't hear you. Huh? Okay. That's exactly how it would be. And I'm telling you this. Okay, guys. I think we're done. Because one, the bread is going to still be baking because it's hot. But look at that beautiful sunshine. I think it's pretty. I made a little boo-boo here. I kind of heard it. I'm so sorry. but it's fine. But do you see what I mean when I say this is a superficial cut? This is more like for aesthetic purposes. It needed to be a little deeper to relieve some steam and pressure, the gases that are built up. But I really think it looks good. So the cold oven was not a bad choice. And it comes out easy. This is our bottom. Now, it's not going to be like other breads. You know, I say tap the bottom to see if it's hollow. You ain't going to hear that. It's hollow, though. It's hollow. It's just, it's a heavier, a richer dough. And as you can see, yeah, we're gonna inspect this. But as you can see, like it was trying to break right here to relieve some pressure. But do you see the crumb structure? Oh, we have a winner here. All my worrying was for nothing. But the true test is gonna be when we actually cut it. Because it's still looking like it's looking really. I'm still concerned about the crumb structure, guys. I really am. Because maybe I'm going to put you back in and finish off the time. Finish off the 4 minutes. It feels like it's wet. You don't want wet. You kind of want it to be dried. Right? Now, how I bake that, I'm just finishing off the time. It would have been 4 more minutes. I did not preheat my oven. I put it in the oven and then turned the oven to 375. That gave that bread, okay, because when it went into the oven, okay, it was flat. It gave it some time to like try to puff up and expand. I didn't expect it to expand a lot beyond that, but I see spots of heaviness, and that heaviness is gonna be the reason why it is gummy, one, or dense. It is not heavy, which usually is a sign of something being like really dense. It's not heavy. However, maybe the outsides are nice and baked with a nice crumb structure, and maybe the middle isn't. That's what I'm worried about. And this isn't like a banana bread where I can put a toothpick in to see if it's done. It's bread, you know? Breads usually finish 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. This was 30 minutes, but it probably took at least 10 minutes to preheat. And I'm only saying 10 minutes because my oven is on its own thing, okay? my oven does whatever it wants to do. So we're just gonna give it the time, and then I'm gonna let it rest on this wire rack with no parchment paper, nothing. Just let it air dry, cool, whatever you want to call it, and hope when I slice into it a couple hours later today or a couple hours early tomorrow morning, it's not going to be dense. I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to be wet. Not wet like undercooked, but wet like it probably needed a little more flour. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But it looks good. It looks good. It does. It looks good. Okay. So this is about to go off. Again, this is the dough we made live today, just before we got out of here. This is a sweet potato sourdough dough. This one, we are turning this into a cinnamon roll. So I will create a short, post it on my channel so you can actually see what the end result of the dough would be. Okay. You've seen it being made live here. I will try at some point to turn this into a video or a short, whichever. But this, I found this dough to be better than the one I made earlier in the morning. Okay? That's just me being honest. So I'm going to bring the bread out again. So this is it. This is what we just baked. It smells good. One, it also smells like my Antiguan bun. So it smells rich and nice. It like, as you can see, I don't know if it's gonna be dense. This is the underside, right? That's what you see. And then here you got a little peek of what could be the crumb structure, right? There's air pockets in there. So I don't know. I'm gonna hope for the best. Because look, I'm squeezing the sides. They bounce back. So the sides and the ends are okay with me. It's this middle section. It's that middle part that I see that might be the issue. Either way, it's okay. We made sweet potato bread. I'm actually happy because we couldn't even get a bread the last time we did this. Okay. So I'm super excited. This tastes like I didn't even taste it yet. This smell like it would be great with some tin cheese if you're from the Caribbean. It'll be good. The cut needed to be more deeper, but it's fine. I'm really touching just to gauge. Really just to gauge it. It's bouncing back though. That's a good sign. And even while warm, that's also a good sign that it's bouncing back. So we're gonna let this cool. It's probably gonna take like an hour or two, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 to completely cool. And once it's cooled, I will cut it. And I'm gonna cut from the middle first. Because yeah, I have questions. I know the ends are fine. The middle I'm concerned about. The crumb looks nice, but we'll see. Okay. But here you have it, guys. Here is our new sweet potato bread. The recipe works. Yay. It definitely works. But that is it for this live. Tomorrow, let me just check the votes, but it looks like strawberry is going to be it. Tomorrow, we're back here. We're going to be making strawberry muffins because, yeah, that one failed while we were on live stream. So we're going to try it again. Different recipe. Hopefully it works. Today was all about the sweet potato sourdough bread. I don't think you understand how happy I am. I'm going to taste this right now. I don't know. It's good. I got the sour. I got the hints of the brown sugar. I also get the sweet potato a lot. This is my concern. Since we like doing experiments. Do you see this? This is my concern. You see how it looks right here? My concern is that the middle looks like that. And that would mean that it's doughy. That is not what we need. We don't need it to be doughy. We just need it to be a bread, right? But I'm gonna let it cool. 100%, and that's it. Okay? That is it for this live. Look out for this baby right here to be a cinnamon roll. Come back here tomorrow. We are going to be possibly going live. Actually, we're going to go live tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. Because this is not long. We don't need any extra time for the muffins. So tomorrow morning, 10:30 is fine. It's good. It's missing raisin. This needs raisins. It just has that flavor. I'm going through all the different flavors that are popping up. Raisin would take this over the top. But that is it. We had a fun experiment. I'm hoping that it works. But either way, I'm still going to eat this. I'm going to turn it into a French toast, okay? That is it for this live. Thank you so much for joining. It's been fun. It's been stressful, but it's been fun, okay? I'll see you back here tomorrow for day number 3. We are going to be making strawberry muffins, okay? That is it, and I'll see you back here for another one. Bye-bye.